Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. I'm going to roll with the Paylor Motorsports 93 of Carson Ferguson.
I like it. I'll go with Garrett Alberson. Another winner. He's won one Lucas Oil race. That was at Port Royal last August. So Alberson, Thornton on the pole. Carson Ferguson, Brandon Shepard coming off a good run last weekend. He was a winner at Atomic and then came home in third at Zanesville, Muskingum County. 50 laps next time around. 4 wide parade lap. Dustin, Jared, you want to get them fired up, buddy? Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out tonight. The weather kind of hampered us earlier, but it's turning out to be a great night, Dustin.
It absolutely is. All right, 34, on your feet. This is a salute to you, the greatest race fans in the entire world. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series are coming at you off turn number 4. Send them off with a wave, send them off with a flash. They're coming at you 4 wide.
Some people waited till the weather cleared, and it did. Beautiful evening here. It's still hot and humid, but we're going to get this one in. Tomorrow night, we head to Lucas Oil Speedway live here on Flow Racing Friday and Saturday. Come on down. Wheatland, Missouri. Looks like a good weather forecast there. We'll see them this weekend. 6:15. We will be live tomorrow night. Ben Shelton will be joining us. Yes, DJ.
Yeah, and I can't wait for Shelby County on Tuesday as well. I'm lobbying hard. Let's put some IMCA stock cars on the card. It's not too late. They're going to be running for big money Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday.
Gary Hopp.
They need a stop on Tuesday, Gary Hopp. Let's put IMCA stock cars on the card. Lobbying, man. I'm lobbying hard.
You are. No doubt about it. That would be pretty. Mr. Commissioner is on it. With the first pick in the IMCA stock cars, okay. Here we go. The Race Car Engineering Pace Truck leading the way. Again, thanks to the great sponsors here tonight at 34 Raceway. Garrett Alberson. He has had a good hot rod all year long. Again, as we mentioned earlier, he's the most laps this year without a win. Can he do it here tonight? Ricky Thornton Jr. Currently leading the points in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He's got more on his 15,000 win tonight, looking for that $5,000 bonus. Ricky Thornton Jr. 51 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. New Turn X Solution Start Zone. We are underway at 34 Raceway. Ricky Thornton Jr. looking through the middle of Ferguson and Alberson into turn 3. Garrett Alberson out at turn number 4, leads lap 1 here in Iowa. And it's the leader +3 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So we've got 1 lap in the books. Again, it's Delaware double file restart. Till 10 or less laps to go. All cars that we have a red or caution. Restart on the tail. There is a lucky dog 2 in the books. Alberson still in front. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution flies with 1 scored, and it's in turn number 2, and it's the 33 of Ricky Frankel.
Yeah, Ricky Frankel's got the right rear quarter panel crumpled on the 33. James didn't see what happened, but he's going to try to get the ship steered back in the right direction, and if he's able to do so, he'll rejoin the field at the tail. As it looks from my vantage point, James, all 4 tires up on Frankel's 33.
You would be correct. Let's see if he gets back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. No, he stays out on the track. So 1 lap in the books, did not get a lap in. As I mentioned, leader +3 did not happen. So it's Alberson, Thornton, Ferguson, Moran, Shepard. You talked to Garrett Alberson the other night, moved to second after Davenport's disqualification due to the droop and the chain not being tight. But he's working on that long race program. That's where he needs to improve on, and he could really have something going on there.
And you're right, James, and that's exactly what Garrett Alberson told me at Muskingum County the other night as well. He said our short program has been really good. He said we've been going out, we've been qualifying well, we've been running well in the heat races. We just need to get a car put together for all 50 laps, he said, and I think we might have something for him.
Remember, he had 31 laps at Hagerstown back in April, and then they had a caution. And it seems like after the cautions, he's not the same. So we'll see what happens tonight. 1 in the book, still 49 to go. For the Las Cruces, New Mexico driver, Ricky Thornton Jr. is second. Carson Ferguson, Moran, Shepard, Overton, Chris Simpson, Stuckey, Davenport, O'Neill, your top 10. At the Nutrient Solutions restart zone under the green of Rob Penrod. Here we go. Carson Ferguson trying to make the top work. Here comes Moran on the bottom at 9-9. Tough weekend for Moran last weekend in his home state of Ohio. Trying to get it right here to this weekend in Iowa. Moran works the bottom as Alberson leads lap 2. They battle into turn number 1. Thornton, Devin Moran on the bottom. They try to go side by side down the back straightaways. They battle here at 34 Raceway. Meanwhile, Garrett Alberson. And we still got the battle behind him. Moran, Thornton, and Thornton's going to have it right there in the second spot. Moran third, Carson Ferguson runs fourth, Brandon Overton is fifth, and that dude wipes 76. Meanwhile, battle, good one for second place into turn 3. Moran on the bottom. Here comes Carson Ferguson at 93, works the bottom as well. Thornton up top, and at the line of a car length. Thornton had it into turn 1. 4 laps in the record books. Meanwhile, Garrett Alberson has a 1.8 second lead, and that's going to go away as the Coleman Farms caution is out. Turn number 2, Brandon Shepard, Chris Simpson, and Clay Stuckey.
Chris Simpson is going to make his way off the track into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Brandon Shepard, we'll see if he's going to do the same or if he's just going to rejoin the field. It looks like Shep will rejoin the field, and Clay Stuckey still trying to get the fire rebuilt underneath the hood of the 15.
DJ, they were running 7th, 8th, and 9th on the last completed lap, so see if so those 3 all involved stopped over there. We'll have to go to the back. So we do have 4 laps in the books. Garrett Alberson at a 1.8 second lead. That has gone away. The Delaware double file behind him. Ricky Thornton Jr. second. Devin Moran third. Carson Ferguson fourth. Brandon Overton fifth. And Davenport will be 6th. 7th will now be O'Neill. 8th, Trevor Gundaker. 9th, Lawler. 10th, Dalton Wilson. So Clay Stuckey back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Looks like a tire change on the 15 car. He was running in 9th. Out of Shreveport, Louisiana, DJ.
Yes, and once again, the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, as the folks at home can see, and the folks here at the track as well, is just outside the racetrack, just off turn number 2 at the start of the back straightaway.
If he does have a tire down, he does get courtesy laps as we're still under caution. So again, tomorrow night we'll be in Wheatland, Missouri. That will be, I believe, 15,000 to win, right? Night 1 of the CMH Diamond Nationals. It is 25,000 on Saturday. Come on out. 1,000 to start tomorrow night. 1,500 to start on Saturday night. It's Clayton Stuckey again. If you saw the press release about a month ago, Steve Arpin and Longhorn, and of course Ronnie Stuckey, Clay's dad, and again continued best wishes to Jarrett Stuckey in his recovery. All right, here we go. 4 in the books. As Stuckey makes it back out, we're going to go green. Down the back straightaway, Thornton there. Moran goes to the top now. Off at turn 4, Alberson will lead down the straightaway. They are hooked up at 34. 5 in the books. Garrett Alberson, the Roberts Racing 58 car. Thornton second. Third runs Moran, 4th Ferguson, 5th Davenport. Overton is 6th, O'Neill 7th. Daniel Hilsebeck up to 8th. Daniel Hilsebeck up to 8th in 22 on the move. Hilsebeck started in 15th. Lawler is 9th, Trevor Gundaker 10th, and the Coleman Farms caution is out as Clay Harris here on the front straightaway goes to the infield.
James, that car has been smoking all night long as well. It smoked most of the night at Muskingum County also. So not sure what the issue is on the 6. Just saw him put his hand out the window, though, to notify Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series officials that he's okay.
All right, 6 officially in the books, DJ. It's Alberson, Thornton, Moran, Davenport, and Overton is 5th.
Yeah, the 18D also, a Dalton Wilson, James, just stopped down on the inside of turn number 4 to the attention of Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series officials. The nose is almost pulled under, especially kind of on the left front of that race car. Reason being, a lap ago, he unintentionally got into Trevor Gundaker down in turns 1 and 2. He gave T-Rev a pretty good little shot in the shorts, and that has given him just a little bit of damage on the front bumper of the Ratliff Racing 18D.
One thing I just noticed, and thank you to Tiffany, my producer, Dan Ebert went to a backup car. He did start shotgun on the field, though, in 60. He was scheduled to start in 20th in his regular car, but then, of course, as I said, there's really no such thing as a backup car, right? I mean, they're all well prepared, and Ebert is up to 15th in that car. So just wanted to make it clear he did start on the tail.
Yeah, you had to go to a backup car after Lernerville a couple weeks ago.
The Chevy
Cruze. You had to go to the Toyota Sentra. I mean, you switched the Nissan. You switched manufacturers even.
I did. I'm going with a different shock package too. Okay, here we go. Into turn 3, 6 in the books. Alberson, Thornton, Moran at 34. Nutrient X Solutions restart zone. They barely missed those tires. Down here at turn 4, we're back underway. Man, they came oh so close out at turn number 2. Thornton will get a run, meanwhile behind him through the middle. Here comes O'Neill. Davenport on the bottom. We've got 2, 3 wide racing at 34 as they headed to turn 1 with 7 scored. Garrett Alberson about an 8-car length lead on the turn number 2. Devin Moran 2nd, Thornton 3rd, O'Neill 4th. Overton is 5th, and it's Davenport, Ferguson, Hilsebeck, Wilson, Lawler remains 10th at 93. Into turn 1. Oh, on the front straightaway, Matt Furman and Ebert, I think, got together, and the Coleman Farms Racing caution is back out again for the Iowa City, Iowa driver with 8 complete.
And at this point, James, Garrett Alberson, your leader, has to be wondering what he has to do, what kind of voodoo he has to work to get this thing to stay green for more than a couple laps at a time, because that 58 is really, really good. Now to that point, he's also very obviously, with only 8 laps into this race, has not even been close to encountering lap traffic as well. But Garrett Alberson, really good out front, but really none of these drivers have had an opportunity to really see what their cars can do.
Yeah, it looked like Furman and I think it was Ebert got together on the front straightaway. Furman's got a left rear flat, DJ, and we're going to take a look at the Dave Warren Power Sports replay from right behind Rob Penrod, and we'll see it coming out of 4 right there.
James, the lap before, obviously I don't have a monitor down here. I can't see it. I do know the lap before, though. Dan Ebert in the 60, he actually got a little too high down in turn number 4, jumped the cushion, and slowed way up. He lost several positions that lap before.
Yeah, they got about 3 wide down there just to racing. It's an 8 laps in the books officially, as Dan Ebert is back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit along with Matt Furman. Ebert, quick work on that car back out. Dan Ebert 3rd at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. The USMTS modified driver and former snowmobile driver on the X Games, 8 in the books. Garrett Alberson has led from the drop of the green, but he's had several cautions here in the next 7 laps, I guess you could say. Devin Moran is 2nd, Ricky Thornton Jr. 3rd, Brandon Overton 4th, Hudson O'Neill 5th. Jonathan Davenport 6th, Carson Ferguson runs 7th. Right now, the Hoker Trucking Hard Charger Donald McIntosh up 8 spots. I think Jeff was going to make an appearance tonight. Decided to work. Got to work sometimes, right? Hoker does a great job with everybody involved with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and all the cars that he sponsors, and I'm sure we'll see him down the road. So Garrett Alberson still out in front. in 58. 42 laps remaining here tonight at 34 Raceway. Busy couple of weeks for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, then off a couple of weeks. Garrett Alberson looking for his second career win in the series, first of 2025, back underway at the green flag. His first win with the series. He had a career best win at Volusia earlier this year. 15,009. Moran's going to get the run. Here comes Thornton into turn number 3. Alberson rolls it on the bottom. Here they come out at turn 4. It's Alberson by a car length into turn 1. 9 in the books. Out at turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Alberson comes into 9th, 5th in the points. Moran is 3rd. Meanwhile, I believe that's Carson Ferguson trying to make that top work down the main straightaway. Carson Ferguson's up there right now. He's back in 7th in 93. Meanwhile, battle for 3rd. O'Neal on the outside of Thornton. And the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out turn 2. We've got one backed up there in the inside of turn 2, and it's Gordy Gundaker. Gordy Gundaker, he was up to 9th and 11.
Again, just 2 laps at a time, man. Yeah, these guys have just, they got to be wondering what they got to do to string together a little green flag run. And here's the thing, this track is excellent. I mean, this track, look, this isn't one of those announcer statements, you know, saying the track is good and trying to massage it for people at home. Believe me, this track is really freaking good right now, man. This is as good as I've maybe ever seen 34 Raceway.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 10 in the book, still 40 to go. It's Alberson, Moran, Thornton, O'Neal, Overton top 5. Then Hilzebeck is 6th.
Yeah, good run for the
last 2 times driver. You saw, well, last 2 out of 3 times you saw Danny Hilzebeck, he's been on his lid, right? He's flipped at Lernerville, and then last week at Atomic, he started 15th. He's up to 6th.
Yeah, Daniel Hilzebeck, and he needed that good run too, right? He really needed that, as we finally saw him knocking on his lid at Muskingum County there last Saturday as well in the 22 car. But James, real quick as well, I know we mentioned it earlier, but we once again want to send a big thank you out to Dennis G. Woodworth, attorney at law, as well as all the great folks from FS Incorporated. I know representatives from both are here this evening. They were 2 of the main marketing partners that got behind 34 Raceway to help support this event this evening, sponsor this race. So again, FS Incorporated, Dennis G. Woodworth, attorney at law, thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. And if you're in the area and if you are looking for any type of earthwork movement, make sure you check out the good folks at FS Incorporated, and make sure you check out Dennis G. Woodworth, attorney at law, and the services he has to offer as well.
Yeah, and the crowd filled in nicely. We saw the weather move in just north of us. It sprinkled here at the track, had a delay, but they stuck it out, and the crowd filled in nicely here tonight. All right, DJ, 40 to go. Garrett Alberson, your race leader still. Devin Moran 2nd. Thornton will be 3rd on the Delaware double file restart. Moran is going to decide here to choose, as we are still under caution as we singled them out. We get them in line first, and then we double them up. Moran is going to pick the bottom on Thornton. O'Neal and Overton behind him, then Hilzebeck and Ferguson.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
Look who has worked his way up from the back of the field after getting a flat tire in his heat race. I'll give you a hint. He has a golden beard.
Golden beard.
And Tyler Bruning just outside the top 10 right now in that Skyline Motorsports number 16.
He's only a spot behind the big perm. There you go. 10 in the books. Alberson. It's still anybody's race here tonight at 34. Alberson's been the best so far at the Nutrinex Solutions Restart Zone, back underway in Iowa. Thorne's going to tickle that top out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He'll pull even with Devin Moran into 3. Trying to get that run. It is wide open here tonight at 34. Not a bump in sight. Side by side battle. Moran and Thornton into 1. Thornton had it by the scantest of advantages. They go still side by side. Meanwhile, Garrett Alberson still leads. They work lap 12. Off at turn 4, Alberson. Moran second, Thornton third. Fourth is Overton. Fifth, O'Neill. Sixth is Carson Ferguson. Hilsebeck seventh. Big Perm is eighth. Davenport is ninth. Golden Beard is 10th. Tyler Bruning started in 22nd. He's up to 10th. He was tonight's overall fast qualifier. Tough luck in his heat race, as DJ mentioned, with a flat tire. But he is not done yet. Right now, Garrett Alberson leads 0.6 of a second. Off at turn 4, Devin Moran now is cleared. Thornton race for the lead into 1. 14 in the record books here tonight. Garrett Alberson down the back straightaway. The Low Voltage Solutions, Roberts Racing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Sunoco Race Fuels 58 off at turn number 4. 15 in the books. 35 to go. Devin Moran second. Thornton is third. Fourth is Overton. Fifth is O'Neill. It's about 3 car lengths into turn 3. It's not stayed green long enough to pick up the tail end of the field, which enters turn number 1, the tail end of the field. And the Coleman Farms caution is out. And we have got
James, it's Ricky Thornton Jr. Yeah, absolutely. I saw him enter turn 3, and the car was up on turn 3, and then it just went back down. So I don't know if he had a flat tire or what, but he slowed at the top of the racetrack over in turn number 4.
Ricky Thornton Jr. up there as the Coleman Farms Racing caution back out. Your third place runner and current points leader. So 15 officially in the books. So we'll see what's going on. Does he have a flat tire? And he's going to get a push from the wrecker on the Dave Warren Power Sports caution. And it might be more than that. Here we go into turn 3. There's Alberson. There's Moran. Thornton goes into 3 and something broke. I'm not sure. I don't believe he's got a flat tire, but I could be wrong. Dustin, it's hard to know to tell down there, and we can't tell from up here as he comes to a stop. And they're taking the hood off the car. Am I right?
They are taking the hood off the car, James. I've made my way over here close to the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. And the left side tires are up on the race car. The track's not rough. You wouldn't think it was a J-bar or anything. I will say that the left front tire is pointed out, not at a 90-degree angle towards me, but it's certainly pointed out. So you have to wonder if it wasn't something on the suspension in the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. Man, that is a tough break. You mentioned he is winless in the series for 2 months now. His last win came at Eagle as the field blows by me here coming out of turn number 4, but RTJ comes into the event. He just took the points lead back away from Jonathan Davenport after Davenport had the droop infraction of Muskingum County. It looks like he is going to lose that points lead potentially after this here tonight at 34.
Well, Davenport, the last scored lap was 9th, so he'll move up a spot. So it'll be Alberson, Moran. Overton is now 3rd. Then it's O'Neill, Ferguson, Hilsebeck, Wilson, Davenport, Bruning, Shepard from the tail up to 10th. Well, points implications is right now out of the race. Chris Simpson will finish 26th, 25th Clay Harris, 24th Matt Furman. Dan Ebert will finish 23rd, so Thornton most likely is going to finish in the 21st, 22nd. Yeah, he does. Got all kinds of issues there on the 20 RT, the defending series champion.
James,
yeah, I can imagine it. Yeah, his right rear tire is flat, but he's got more issues than that.
Yeah, James, I'm hearing from one of our cameramen, Dean Mills, that he actually tagged the wall on the back straightaway. And then when he did that, he tried to enter turn number 3, and the car wouldn't turn. And that is the fate bestowed upon the Kohler Motorsports number 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr.
Well, he gets back to the pit area. Let's see. He's still got his helmet on there, but he's back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Will they take him back to his hauler? And they're going to Well, he does have a flat. He still has his helmet on. By the way, Corey Lawler back there as well. Lawler was running inside the top 10 in the 93 car. He was back in 20th before the caution. So all kinds of activity back in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit for the 20 RT. Now, he does have a tire down, so he will get courtesy laps. So but he'll lose the third spot. He'll have to come out on the tail. So it'll be Alberson, Moran, Overton, O'Neill. Again, will be the top 4. Then Ferguson, Hilsebeck, Wilson, Davenport, Bruning, Shepard, the rest of the top 10. Again, Dustin is in the infield, so he is not back at the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
Maybe I should have went back there. I've been everywhere else tonight. I've been in the
We've had enough cautions, haven't we, to be back
I've been
there.
in the infield. I was up top announcing the heat races with you.
Well, he's off the hook. Again, we get them in line here. They're in single file now. We'll double them up, so they got to hustle. He will join back on the tail. So officially, Chris Simpson will finish 26th. Clay Harris 25th. Matt Furman 24th. Dan Ebert 23rd. Tim Simpson 22nd. So we still, yeah, Lawler's back out. We still have 21 with Thornton gets back out here. So he will restart in 21st. Davenport will go to 8th. Well, they're pushing him away, Dustin. And Thornton's going to come back out.
Yeah, the caution lights are off too, James.
Yep,
They're going to go green this time.
He's got to go. Here we go. Green's going to come back out. 15 scored. The points leader is back out. Ricky Thornton, that's Dan Ebert, is back out. In 60, here comes Thornton in the 20 RT, and the green is out. He'll be a half a lap behind as we start the race. Back again. Man, he just barely made it out there down the back straightaway. Battle on. Here comes Overton. In 76, Brandon Overton has climbed to second. Moran back to third. We got another lap in the book, 16 in the books. Daniel Hilsebeck to 6th, Davenport 7th, Big Perm 8th, Shepard 9th, Chad Simpson up to 10th. But the battle for the lead. Garrett Alberson looking for his first win of the year in the Lucas Oil Series. Brandon over to second. In a turn number 117 complete. The deficit is 0.7 of a second for 58. And right now Moran trying to get back to second. Moran in that heated battle for 3rd and 4th in the points with the car right behind him. Hudson O'Neill coming off a win at Muskingum County on Saturday night. 18 down. We're still 7 shy of the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. Ricky Thornton Jr. not showing much at all, any speed back there. He's back there in 20th place right now. And Garrett Alberson, remember, he came out a half a lap, and the Coleman Farms caution is out in turn number 2.
James, the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. went around over in turn number 2. And where I'm standing, I've got a tractor down here that has blocked every accident down in turn number 2. But I don't know, did he clip the inside of the racetrack? Did something break on that race car or something else?
So we got 18 scored. So go back to lap 18. They were working lap 19. Garrett Alberson, your leader. Brandon Overton is second. Ran third. Hudson O'Neill fourth. Carson Ferguson fifth. Hilsebeck sixth. Davenport seventh. Chad Simpson up to 8th. 9th. Dalton Wilson 10th is Brandon Shepard.
James, you mentioned Brandon Overton moving up to second on that last restart. One thing I noticed, though, there's been a couple times that 76 has gotten incredibly high coming off turn number 4 to the point where that car was actually pointed almost dead nut center down here to the infield. Keep your eyes on the 76.
Well, Overton picks the top on the Delaware double file restart on Moran. Ferguson and O'Neill behind him, back underway the Nutrien Solutions restart zone here at 34. Still 7 shy of the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. Garrett Albertson has led every lap here tonight. Overton gets a run into turn number 3. Now O'Neill goes to the top at 71. He won at the bottom at Zanesville on Saturday night. They're 2 by 2 into turn 1. That's the battle for 2nd through 5th. Right now, it is still Garrett Albertson. Overton, Moran, O'Neill, Ferguson. Davenport is 6th. Hilzebeck, Chet Simpson, Brandon Shepard, Dalton Wilson. Great battle for 2nd place, but right now Garrett Albertson 1 second ahead of this battle into turn 3. Moran on the outside. Overton looks to the bottom. Off at turn number 4. Albertson still has the advantage down the main straightaway. 4 shy of the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark for 58. Down the back straightaway now as Devin Moran has gotten away from Overton. Overton now gets pressure from the 71 O'Neill and the 93 of Carson Ferguson with 22 complete. Good run for Hilzebeck. Chad Simpson. Tyler Bruning's up to 10th. Shepard is 11th. Thornton has not made much headway. He's back in 17th right now. As they click off another lap here. 23 complete of 50. Battle there, Hilzebeck. Looking for his first top 5 of the year. You see behind them, that is Chad Simpson. A lot of laps here in 25. The multi-time MLRA champion. Out of Mount Vernon, Iowa. Right now, 1 shy of the halfway mark, and Garrett Albertson is going to collect $100 courtesy of Hellraiser Jacks. He'd like to add 15,000 of that here in 25 more laps. Devin Moran is 2nd. Brandon Overton 3rd. Hudson O'Neill 4th. Carson Ferguson runs in 5th. Garrett Albertson stretched it out 1.5 seconds the advantage. The number of cautions we had in the first, 15 laps of this race. But right now, 24 to go for Garrett Albertson down the back straightaway in 58. He stretches it out to 1.8 in the battle for 2nd. Devin Moran and Brandon Overton as they distance themselves from Hudson O'Neill, who remains in 4th. Carson Ferguson is 5th. Right now, we have not had any traffic with the number of cautions. We're about to have that right now into turn 3 as he has picked up the tail end of the field off at turn 4. Chance for Moran and Overton to close as he's behind the 93 of Corey Lawler into turn number 1. 22 to go. Albertson now, he'll have to go to the outside. He will make quick work of the Pennsylvania driver. Chevy Boyer in his first race in the Lucas Oil 800 Series. The new London, Missouri driver. He'll go a lap down into turn 1. 21 to go. Garrett Albertson has put 2 lap cars between himself and Devin Moran. Moran tries that top. Got to watch that wall out of turn number 2. 3rd is Overton. 4th is O'Neill. Evenly distanced as they come out of turn number 4 with 20 to go. Garrett Albertson has stretched it out 2 seconds the advantage. Now he'll work behind the rookie Dan Ebert. Devin Moran. And Devin Moran problems on the back straightaway. Moran off the pace at 99. Your 2nd place running car. Does he have a tire down as the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out? And the 99, Dustin Jarrett, right rear tire down in the Double Down Motorsports 99.
As soon as he slowed on the back straightaway, James, I could see the way the car was hunched over that he had a flat right rear. He was running 2nd. That is a tough break for the 99, and that is a good break for the 58 of Garrett Albertson because that gets him out of lap traffic and gives him a clean racetrack now with 20 to go.
So back to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Chuck Kimball and the crew. Man, they were running 2nd at Atomic. Overheating issues. Tough night at his home track on Saturday night. He's 3rd in the points. He's trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. Hudson O'Neill's closed on him in the last few races. So with 20 to go, Albertson had a 2-second advantage. Brandon Overton will be 2nd now again. O'Neill 3rd, Ferguson 4th, Davenport 5th, Chad Simpson 6th, 7th, Daniel Hilzebeck. Then 8th will be Shepard, 9th will be Wilson. 10th is Bruning. Thornton is up to 11th. So Chuck Kimball and that all-star crew. Man, a tough few weeks for Moran. 5 wins this year, again 3rd in the points. But Garrett Alberson has led every lap so far tonight. He's got 20 more to go to victory lane for the first time this year in the Lucas Oil Series.
And you talk about the tough luck that Devin Moran has had, James. You have to go all the way back to the last time we were at Wheatland at Lucas Oil Speedway for a top 5 for that 99 team. And, you know, we talk always about how consistent he is, how consistent that team is. And they have just really and truly, Lady Luck has dealt them more than one bad hand over the course of the last several Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series races. And, man, Devin and that team, they got to be wondering what they got to do to shake the monkey off their back.
Because they went last year, what, 16 or 17 straight top 5s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was during this time of year as well.
Yep. Moran back out of the RB.sus hot pit to go in the back. So right now we still have, I believe, 20 cars left in this race. So Garrett Alberson, Brandon Overton will be 2nd. He will have to choose Hudson O'Neal 3rd, Ferguson 4th, Davenport 5th. All right, Brandon Overton picks the top on O'Neal. Then it'll be Ferguson and Davenport. Simpson and Hilzebeck, Shepard and Wilson, Bruning and Thornton. 20 to go.
James, how about Chad Simpson, by the way, just kind of quietly working his way up through the field in the 25 car. I've noticed he's been really good on the top side of 1 and 2, and when he hits, especially turn 2 right, man, he gets a monster run on the high side down the back straightaway in that 25 car.
Yeah, changed his mind. He really wasn't coming. They had to switch motors out, and they did. You want to give a shout out to Johnson Holding Companies for helping him out, and right now he's trying to get in the top 5. He's right now in 6th. Nutradax Solutions restart zone, 20 to go at 34 Raceway. Here comes Garrett Alberson. Bumps that berm on the bottom into turn number 1. Out at 2, down the back straightaway. Overton, Ferguson. Here comes Davenport at 49. And Davenport with a chance to retake the points lead here as we head to Wheatland for 2 nights tomorrow night. Alberson still leads. Overton 2nd. O'Neal, Carson, Ferguson back to 4th. Davenport, Hilzebeck, Chad Simpson, Dalton, Wilson, Brandon Shepard. Bruning is 10th. Brandon Overton trying to make that top work in 76. Anthony Burrows turning the wrenches on that car here in 2025. Right now, he is 0.6 of a second behind, trying to pick up some time into turn 3. Brandon Overton does. Out at turn number 4. Overton looking good, but it's still Alberson still out in front. Into turn 1, 17 to go. If this stays green, who knows? Down the back straightaway. Overton's got a run on Alberson. Look to the inside, goes back to the top. O'Neal is 3rd. Davenport is 4th, but all eyes up front. And man, by a nose, Alberson's got it into 1. 16 to go. Overton throws it up there. Alberson's going to regain the lead. Here comes O'Neal in 71. Dandy at 34. 3-car battle for the lead. Garrett Alberson, Brandon Overton. Who's it going to be this time? It's still Alberson leads by half a car length into 1. Overton still is not officially led as they come out at 2 down the back straightaway. Brandon Overton has a run to the outside. Will this be official this time around? Will we have a new leader as we work on lap 36? It's the dude white 76 out in front. Brandon Overton up on the wheel. Garrett Alberson, O'Neal, the top 3 down the back straightaway. Hudson O'Neal trying that bottom as he did Saturday night at Zanesville. He made it work on Davenport to get the win. Trying to find a lane lower than Garrett Alberson, who holds on to 2nd. Alberson led the first 35 laps of this race, but Overton's led the last 2. Out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Will Alberson hope they can breach traffic as Garrett Alberson tries to work the bottom? Brandon Overton has it going up top in 76 into 1. Brandon Overton out at turn number 2 looking for his 2nd series win in his return. to the series. He ran full-time 2 years ago, won the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series a year ago, returns to Lucas Oil Series this year, down the main straightaway. 39 laps complete for 76. It's 9/10 of a second out of turn number 2. Garrett Alberson solid in second. O'Neal solid in third. As the Ravenly distance to the Coleman Farms Racing caution is out, we get a car in the main straightaway. With the caution out here on the main straightaway.
James, it's Ricky Thornton Jr., a flat right rear tire on the 20 RT, and he had worked his way back up. He was battling for the 7th position.
The caution is out, a 39 complete. Alton Wilson's got some issues as well in the 18D. He was running an 11th. Well, Garrett Alberson, he and Overton have had a good tussle for the lead there, and Garrett Alberson led the first 35 laps, but the last 4 belong to Brandon Overton.
Yeah, and Brandon Overton, of course, has one Lucas Oil late model dirt series win this year. James, that was at Circle City way back in early May, and we talked about the struggles that the 99 team has had here recently. Let's not pretend that 76 team, they've been chasing their tails for quite some time as well. Also, let's not forget he started 8th in this event here tonight.
Well, Dalton Wilson down there, as we're under the Dave Warren Power Sports replay on what happened to the 18D. Well, there's Thornton, and his got up against the wall again. Here comes Wilson. Well, that turn 3 wall has not been a... Whoa, man, and that's what happened there. Wilson got right into him. You see the damage on the 18D on the James Ratliff car. I believe Shepard got in there as well.
And James, with 11 laps to go, let's remember also 10 laps or less, and it's a single file restart. So if we get another lap in, any cautions from here on out, and it will be a single file restart with 10 or less to go.
Wilson still running, so is Shepard. All right. 11 to go. How about Brandon Overton using the top on Alberson? Good 3-car battle there as he got the lead and was pulling away. So all lap cars go to the back. 11 to go. Overton, Alberson, O'Neal, Davenport, Ferguson, Chad Simpson, Hilsebeck, Bruning, Shepard, Derek Stewart looking for his best finish in the Lucas Oil Series. Runs 10th for the Ainsworth, Iowa driver. All right. Well, Overton's been in front for the last 4 laps. Can he hold on for 11 more? Alpha turn 4, the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone is back at it again. It's still anybody's race. Hudson O'Neal's going to go to the bottom. How about Carson Ferguson trying to make the top work in 93 down the back straightaway? O'Neal is second. Here comes Carson Ferguson. The Paler Motorsports 93 lets her eat off at turn number 4 down the main straightaway. And Hilsebeck through the middle. Man, that was close. Good race there. Daniel Hilsebeck up to 5th in 22. Down the back straightaway. O'Neal second, Alberson third. Ferguson trying to get it wound back up again. They'll have 9 to go this time around. Any cautions from here on out? It'll be a single file restart. Into turn 1. Carson Ferguson trying to make the middle work. Alberson and O'Neal battle for a second. It's 1 second the advantage for Brandon Overton. Hilsebeck 5th, Davenport 6th, Chad Simpson 7th, Shepard 8th, Dalton Wilson 9th, Stuckey is 10th. Down the back straightaway. Oh, that's the battle for 4th and 5th in the points, battle for 2nd, 3rd in the race. Now Alberson's going to go to the top, and he bumps the wall. Off at turn 4. Down the main straightaway. Good race for 2nd. Hudson O'Neal and Garrett Alberson. Valuable points on the line and some good money out at turn 2. Right now, Brandon Overton out in front. 4th is Ferguson. 5th is Hilsebeck. Now Davenport's gotten around Hilsebeck. Good sporty battle back here. Chad Simpson 7th. Meanwhile, we have 5 to go coming up next time around. They're trying to close the gap. Last time it was 1.8. It may be closer this time. O'Neal tries that bottom. Here comes Alberson up top down the main straightaway. 5 to go to decide it. Oh, it's going to get interesting if this thing stays green. It is down to 0.6 of a second. The battle for the lead down the back straightaway. 76, 71, and 58. 3 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series regulars putting on a show at 34 Raceway. They've got 4 to go for $15,000. And at turn number 1, Overton trying to stay on the track. He got too high at 2, and O'Neal takes the lead down the back straightaway. He almost went over the track, and Alberson's going to go to the outside. Please stay green out of turn 4 down the main straightaway. Alberson for the lead. Not yet. He did get it. Alberson got the lead back, 3 to go. Oh, man, if there was ever a PSG in 2025, this is it. Garrett Alberson has reclaimed the lead. Overton through the middle. O'Neal down low off at turn number 4. 2 laps to go for the New Mexico hot shoe into 1. Garrett Alberson has come. He led the first 30-some laps of this race. He fell to 3rd. He has got the lead. Battle for second. They're side by side at turn 3. The Barons Performance. White flag. 1 lap to go for 58. O'Neal second. Overton is fading. Overton got too high in turn 4. That might be all she wrote. Down the back straightaway. He'll pick up the tail of the field, but it won't matter. Garrett Alberson, oh, he gets him into the wall. Brings it back down the main straightaway. Garrett Alberson wins at 34 Raceway. What a race. Hudson O'Neal second. Overton 3rd. Davenport 4th. Ferguson 5th. What about that? What about that race? Oh, man. That's why we love dirt late model racing. Garrett Alberson gets it done, and he earned it. Stay tuned, fans. Don't leave, because we'll talk to the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium. Unofficially, Garrett Alberson. He led the first 35 laps. Brandon Overton led until I'm checking my score sheets there. He led until Alberson got the lead back on lap 47. He'll go to the UNO8 scales to make it official. The unofficial, it's Garrett Alberson. Hudson O'Neal 2nd. Brandon Overton 3rd. Jonathan Davenport 4th. Carson Ferguson 5th. Chad Simpson 6th. Daniel Hilsebeck 7th. Tyler Bruning 8th. Brandon Shepard 9th. Devin Moran 10th. Unofficially, your Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, Tyler Bruning 22nd 8th. 34 Raceway. Did you like that race? That was a good one. Man, Dustin, if you don't like that one, you don't have a pulse, as we say. That was a good one. Garrett Alberson dropped back to 3rd. He got it going, and he takes the lead on lap 47 and goes on for the victory. How about that? Awesome race.
That was incredible. That was absolutely outstanding, man. And that was really and truly, hey, we said it right when we got through that.
If we needed a PSG, that's what we got one there, yes. Didn't we, brother?
You know, the only thing I kept thinking, James, was, man, I hope it doesn't come down to the white pole, right? Because that's where the scoring loop is here, because inevitably someone was going to see guys side by side at the flag stand when the scoring loop, as we always allude to here at 34, is actually at the white pole, which is a solid, 30 feet or so towards the turn 4 side of the flag stand. And it is official.
On the check.
Yes, it's official. His name is being written on the check. Garrett Alberson gets his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win of 2025.
Ken and Beth Roberts, the car owner on that 58 car. Low Voltage Solutions, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Sunoco Race Fuels, Titan Racing Products, Nutrien Ag Solutions, Bill's Sports Shop, Done Right TV, Dickey's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, Fertilizer Equipments. Come on board with them. Romer Machine, Denego Power, Mitchell Ranch, Zach Houston, the crew chief, Travis Hawkins, and Chasen Luther on the crew. Is he going to do a victory lap? What about it, Dustin J. Eric? 34 Raceway, give him a big round of applause. He deserved it and earned that win here tonight here in Burlington, Iowa, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's incredible. Ken Roberts down here hugging everyone, high fives in victory lane, and man, oh man, he is, Garrett is going to make his way out here right now a winner. He's going to pull in front of the Lucas Oil Products banner, and his crew is pumped in victory lane. That was as good as it gets right there, man. I mean, that was just darn good here at 34 tonight. One happy crew, one happy car owner, and one happy driver here as well. He's been close on a few occasions this year. Of course, finally got that first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win last season. He had been close a few times in 2025. Puts it all together tonight, and in dramatic fashion. As you mentioned, James, he lost the lead and had to rally on the high side in the waning stages of this one to get it done. How about as he climbs out of the car, 34 Raceway, your winner here tonight is Garrett Alberson. The confetti flying down here in victory lane. Hey, man, congratulations. You and I talked on the racetrack at Muskingum County, and you said, man, we just got to put a whole night together. But did you ever imagine a whole night would end up being a 50-lapper like that one?
No, that was a crazy race right there. You know, we went hard on tires, and some of those restarts and stuff, the track kept packing, and at first I thought it was going to go our way. And then late, it's like I kind of started skating around a little bit, and it was a little dirty here and there. And it's like that last run there, we actually cleaned it up, and I just got on that top and got that right rear going. And yeah, we just never quit.
Talk about the move going to the top and what went in that. Did you get signaled? Did you watch those guys in front of you? How did you know that was where you needed to be the last few laps?
Well, I could get in okay on the bottom with HUD, but I couldn't really leave out of there quite as nice as I needed to carry my speed. So I just got up there where I tried to get my right rear hot and try to get my momentum back up. And at first, I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. It was kind of treacherous feeling. But then a couple laps, it just started to kind of like make some ground. And then I think HUD showed on the bottom over there, or they told him to get down. And it was like perfect timing because I just got my run going and everything worked out just right there.
How good does it feel to get back to Lucas Oil Products victory lane? And who do you need to thank that helped you get here?
Oh, yeah, it feels awesome. Yeah, just these things were really hard, you know. We've been up front a lot and haven't been able to finish it out, and you know, it's tough at times, but these guys are all so good, and this competition's amazing. So just big thanks to Ken and Beth Roberts. We've got such a cool team. We're gelling good and having fun, and car feels fast. Got to thank Zach, Chasen, Travis, my wife Danny. We got Bill Sports Shop. Oh yeah, Chris at Midwest. I know he's had a tough week here. You know, big shout out to Chris, and I got to thank Sunoco Race Fuels, Mesquite Valley Transportation, Low Voltage Solution, Bill Stein Shocks, Dickey's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, Fast Shaft, Done Right TV, Go Lithium Batteries. Yeah, Donago. It's the first time I've actually, I think, been on a mic to where I can thank Donago and ECS, and man, just super proud of our guys. It's pretty awesome.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Garrett Alberson gets it done here tonight. Congratulations, brother. James, we're going to go over here quickly and grab a word with second and third.
Getting your Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, Tyler Bruning, who started off the night with an overall fast time, worked his way from the back. And Hudson O'Neill. And by the way, Dustin, we do have Jonathan Davenport going to the back of the points lead. He is now 70 ahead of Ricky Thornton Jr., who did not finish the race.
Yeah, driver that did have a good run, though, is here with me, your second place finisher tonight. How about it for Hudson O'Neill? Did you ever imagine that race would play out the way that it did, especially over the course of the last 5 laps or so?
No, not at all. I will say, man, we raced all over this thing, from the wall to wall, uke tire to uke tire, man. 34 put on a show. But, yeah, no, I really felt like I had something there, and I was rolling on Brandon, and Brandon went down there to, you know, protect and just kind of shut it down in that bottom, and I heard a motor fire up out there outside of me, and I was like, oh, no. And then, you know, whenever we got to about the center of the corner, I seen the white nose, and I figured that's who it was. But, No, he made a great move. Just kind of took advantage of Brandon trying to protect a little bit and just shut us down in the bottom, and he was able to make the winning move. So congrats to Garrett, man. They worked their tails off, and it's cool to see him get this win, and everybody on that team. And thank you to all my guys, Jason, Kyle, Riley, Logan, my fiance Tessa, everybody back home, mom, dad, wife's family watching back at home. It's so cool to be here and to be racing for $15,000 on a Thursday. And appreciate everybody on this race car: Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Big River Steel, Longhorn Chassis, Bilstein Shocks, all my guys, Subsurface Indiana, SSI Motorsports, Todd and Vicky Burns, USSSA Fast Pitch, 901, Snowco Race Fields, Midwest Sheet Metal, Westside Tractor Sales. I know I'm forgetting a bunch of them. High Performance Lubricants, everybody that's a part of this deal. We work hard to try and be in this position to contend for wins, and we did that tonight. So we're not disappointed with a second. We felt like we were right there competing with them, and we'll take it.
And he's going to a track he's got 4 wins at here this season. Hudson O'Neill, ladies and gentlemen, finishes in the 2nd spot. And we'll go over here and quickly grab a word with your 3rd place finisher, 8th starting Brandon Overton. Brandon, man, the season you guys have had, normally you probably wouldn't be disappointed with a 3rd place finish, but I'm guessing being up front like you were, especially late in the race, there might be just a little bit of disappointment with you.
Yeah, shit happens. I zigged when I should have zagged, right? But hats off to the racetrack, man. That was an awesome race. You kind of go wherever you want. I seen Hudson, and I'm like, man, just get down and try to block him and then run back to the top. And as soon as I moved down, I stalled out, and I seen Garrett come around me. I'm like, shit, I didn't even know he was still there, you know? So it is what it is. Like I said, we've been struggling, but we're all working together. Tonight, I feel like was a big step. I'm always on Burrows talking about I'm doing this or doing that, and we're just learning each other, man. It's taking us both a lot longer than we wanted to, but that's all right. We're just gonna keep working. My crew, Ryder and Tharp, and Burrows and Darla, they've been busting their butt, and just want to thank all of the sponsors and everybody behind this Longhorn car. They haven't gave up on me yet, and we're gonna get them one.
He rounds out the Big River Steel podium here tonight. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, for big, sexy Brandon Overton?
Well, yeah, race recap. What more can I say? What a recap we'll have. Again, thanks to FS Incorporated, Dennis G. Woodworth, attorney at law, Garrett Alberson, caution fest there in the first, I don't know, 15 or 20 laps. He leads the first. Let's double check here on my notes. He leads the first the first 35 laps of this race. You see the battle there. Then Brandon Overton gets the lead on lap 36. He leads until lap 46. Ricky Thornton Jr., a tough night for the points leader. Did not finish. He'll finish in 20th here tonight. Alberson went to the top as the battle for the lead here is it stayed green right there, and Garrett Alberson on lap 47 gets the lead back and goes on for his first Lucas Oil win of the year, his 2nd of his career. So unofficially, well, it is official now. Alberson, O'Neill, Overton, Davenport, Ferguson, Chad Simpson, Hilsebeck, Bruning, Shepard, Moran, your top 10. 11th, Dalton Wilson, then Clay Stuckey, Derek Stewart, Donald McIntosh, Gordy Gundaker, 15th. Then Trevor Gundaker, Spencer Hughes, Corey Lawler, Chevy Boyer, Thornton 20th, Ebert, Frankel, Tim Simpson, Matt Furman, Clay Harris, Chris Simpson, and I want to say, Brad Stevens, man, we love coming here. And Dustin Jarrett, I want to hear a word from Mr. B.D. Stevens himself.
I got B.D. Stevens. I got Brad down here, man. James said we love coming here. That track was great. I know that you had a great crowd tonight, and you had some really good people behind the scenes that helped put all this together.
No, like I said, I want to say thanks to the crowd. I mean, that was awesome. We got a full moon behind us. It kind of showed itself early in that race. But, you know, I can't do this without our sponsors. You know, Ben Brick with FS Inc., Denny Woodworth up there. They came on board, Jay Johnson. But my track prep crew, I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Brad Helmerson, Tim Brewer, Nick Easton, Hambone, everybody. I mean, this is a crew that's been with me for about 5-6 years now. And, you know, we had a hell of a Slocum, and we just had a hell of a Lucas Oil race, so that's what we do.
You guys are awesome people, man. Brad, thank you, brother. You know I love you guys to
I
death.
appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. And it's nice to talk to somebody a little taller than the other one.
All right, mute his microphone. Hey,
Oh my!
I say it here every year, man. I said it here last year. I said it here at the Slocum as well. Brad Stevens, Jesse Minat, absolutely some of the best, most kind-hearted, and hardest-working promoters in the sport. And I'm glad that everyone came out here to support them here tonight.
Brad is Mr. Weather App, right? Whenever tracks are in,
right.
they think, well, they're going to show the weather app like we don't have 100 of them, right? So it was right on here, point here tonight. Jonathan Davenport will come in tomorrow night, leading by 70 over Thornton. Devin Moran is third. Hudson Unal is fourth, but they're only separated by 20 points. Garrett Alberson is fifth, then Brandon Shepard, Brandon Overton, Dalton Wilson, Carson Ferguson, and Donald McIntosh. Now, in that Rookie of the Year chase, it gets pretty good there as McIntosh finishes 14th tonight. Hilsabeck, good run for him in 7th. So McIntosh will maintain the points lead for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. And Hilsabeck second in Danny, but I don't know what else to say, DJ. We still have the IMCA Modifieds. You're going to talk to the winner, but that was a dandy here at 34. Proud of everybody, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and everybody here at 34 Raceway. And we got 2 big shows coming up this weekend at Wheatland.
Yeah, we've got what could be a really good IMCA modified feature coming up. Trip Gaylord and Austin Becerra will be on the front row. Trevor Fitz and Caden Carter in row 2, and 2 longtime 34 Raceway veterans. John Oliver Jr. running a mod tonight, not running the stock. He'll be alongside Chris Zalg in row number 3. So for the fans that are here, you're definitely going to want to stick around and watch that IMCA modified feature. If you're watching at home, don't go anywhere. I think this might be a good one.
Hey, no doubt about the slicker graphics, slickest move of the race, right? 3rd to 1st for Garrett Alberson, right?
I mean, that was an incredible move. And you know what was interesting, James, is we heard both Brandon Overton and Hudson O'Neal say basically the same things. You know, you heard Hud say that he was trying to sneak up on the bottom. You heard Overton say that he was trying to protect the bottom. And both of them said, oh, man. And we heard someone rolling around the high side, and we just knew who it was.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. So, again, Overton started in, he started 6th. O'Neal started 11th. O'Neal started in 11th, finished 2nd. Overton started 6th, finished 2nd. But Garrett Alberson got it done twice. He leads in this race.